Hey guys, it's Chris Brown from Train Boston, here for your tip of the day number 2. The second thing I'd like to talk about today is our next form of energy, fats. Now fats over the last few years, and maybe even a little longer, maybe upward to 15 years or so, have been much maligned, specifically saturated fats. You may have heard that red meat's bad for you, that eggs are bad for you, that your cholesterol is going to get too high, that you're going to get atherosclerosis or multitudes of heart diseases. While they are linked to saturated fat intake, they are also linked to a lot of other things that have been neglected. More so than our fat intake, our processed fats and our processed sugars or processed carbohydrates have been way too high. Our intake has just been off the charts as Americans in general, and our activity level has been much lower. Our activity level is also linked positively to a correlation in a healthy heart. So if people would just exercise more, eat more in moderation, and have less processed fats and carbohydrates, all those heart disease statistics would go down drastically, and that was not looked at. Fats, unlike carbohydrates, are double the calories per gram. So a fat would be 9 calories per gram, whereas carbohydrate would be 4. Fats are also meant for more longevity. They are more dense in energy, thus it takes longer to break them down, so they will take longer to release the energy within them. This means that fats are optimal for having all times a day. You don't have to worry about whether you just worked out or not. So if you're having fat for breakfast, or fat for dinner, or fat for lunch, it's okay. What you need to worry about, however, is, am I having too many calories? Where is this fat coming from? Is this fat coming from something like a Jimmy Dean sausage that's been processed? Or is it coming from an avocado or some kind of almonds or mixed nuts? And you also want to look at, am I getting different varieties of fats? Have I only had red meat or bacon today? Have I only had eggs today? Or am I having avocado, nuts, and bacon? Am I having all kinds of things? And am I having too much of it? We want to stick to a good portion size of anything we eat. So it's not that you can't have your bacon, it's not that you can't have your eggs or your red meat, it's that you can't have too much of it. You can't sit down and eat 10 strips of bacon in one sitting. So fat is something we want to have throughout an entire day, and something we don't want to limit ourselves on. Without fat, we can't produce proper amount of our sex hormones, testosterone and estrogen. We can't have healthy hair, we can't have healthy eyes or healthy skin. We don't have a resistance to diseases. We don't process fat, ironically, as well without our fats. And we can't absorb all our vitamins and minerals that we've worked so hard to get. So without proper amount of fats, we don't have proper function in our body. That has been your tip of the day. Thank you.